Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing today? This is Miss Kristen coming to you from Sankofa Inner-City Cultural League for our after-school program. We are doing a virtual edition. So we're focusing on health, holistic health. Holistic health is your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual health. So I was thinking about it, and mental health plays a big part in your actual health because if you're not mentally healthy, then your body can start to feel like uneasy. And when your body feels uneasy, that's another term for dis-ease or disease. So we got to have healthy minds so that we can have healthy bodies. One thing that a lot of people struggle with around this time of year is depression. Depression is very big around this time of year for children and for adults. A lot of it has to do with it getting dark earlier and it's kind of gloomy outside. You don't see the sunshine, you can't go out as much and get that fresh air, play with your friends. So especially right around this time because everything is going on with the pandemic. So they're closing a lot of things down and you're not able to really get that interaction with others as much as you would want to. There's schools are out and everything is just kind of moving really slow. It seems like every day is Groundhog Day to me because you wake up and it's like, same old thing again. So that tends to kind of upset people and make you feel sad and kind of down. And if you don't know what depression is, a simple definition that I found was it's a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. This can also be called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. I got that definition from mayoclinic.org, MAYO clinic, CLINIC.org, if you guys want to look that up. It has some other information about that disorder and other disorders. So depression has become a bigger issue for students lately, or maybe it's just being diagnosed lately. I'm sure when I was younger, it was still an issue, but we weren't being diagnosed. So there's a lot more children being diagnosed with depression, and it can be kind of scary and it can be confusing. You don't know what's wrong. You don't know how to explain your feelings. And so you kind of get quiet and you stay to yourself and you just want to sleep all the time. And that's not healthy for you. So I'm going to share a video with you guys that I found about. This is a student's perspective on depression. So give me one moment. I'll fiddle with this technology. And there are some things that you can do to help your depression if you are feeling sad and you haven't been diagnosed or you're not taking medication for it. Fresh air is a great way to fight off depression. The foods that you eat, the things you put into your body, if you're not getting enough water, those things can actually make you feel depressed. If you're putting a lot of junk food in, it might taste good at the time, but it actually has a chemical effect on your brain and your body. If you're not getting enough exercise, that can make you feel depressed. And especially right about now, we're not going as many places and we're not being as active. So when you're not being as active and you're still eating and you're eating a lot of junk food, then you tend to gain weight. And if you gain weight, that can fuel your depression as well, because you're like, I don't like how I feel. I don't like how I look right now. I can't fit my clothes. Everything is just horrible. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to kind of combat depression. Here we go. I'm going to share my sound so you guys will be able to hear it.
This is Todd. Todd wakes up at 7 a.m. to go to the gym. It's his favorite part of the day. Todd then goes to class. He never skips classes and is an excellent student. Todd catches up with some friends after class, before going home to eat dinner with his housemates. Todd loves to eat. Lately, Todd hasn't been feeling like himself. He has trouble sleeping at night. He doesn't feel motivated to work out in the gym in the morning like he used to. He's been having trouble concentrating in class and is losing his appetite. Todd's friends are worried about him and encourage him to go see a doctor. The doctor asks Todd to fill out a lifestyle questionnaire. The doctor analyzes Todd's symptoms and diagnoses him with major depressive disorder. Todd does not want to tell anybody about his depression, worried about what his friends might think if they found out. Don't worry, Todd. I will explain all there is to know about depression and clear up any misconceptions. To start off, what exactly is depression? Major depressive disorder is a mental health disorder characterized by persistently low mood. The average length of a depressive episode is seen to be 6 to 8 months. According to a study done by Rott and colleagues, nearly 20% of people will experience a major depressive episode at some point in their lives. Some of the major emotional symptoms include deep feelings of sadness, reduced interest in previously enjoyed activities, low sexual desire, restlessness, feelings of worthlessness, constant irritability, social withdrawal, and recurrent thoughts of suicide. There are also many physiological symptoms associated with depression. Some of the most prevalent include unintentional weight loss, insomnia, loss of energy, and even slowed movement or speech. Depression can really affect you in the long run. Behavior caused by depression can cause a downfall in a student's academic abilities, disrupt meaningful relationships with loved ones, and lead to malnutrition. Therefore, it is very important to seek treatment. Major depressive disorder can result from a number of things, especially for a student. It is likely due to a complex combination of factors including genetics. People who have first-degree relatives who also undergo depression are at a higher risk themselves. Personal life events, tragic events such as the death of a family member, loss of a job, divorce, or any other type of stressful occurrence can increase chances of depression. Traumatic childhood, sexual or psychological abuse, neglect, poverty, and an unhealthy lifestyle are a predisposition to developing depression later on in life. Drugs and medication. Prescribed medications such as corticosteroids can cause side effects resulting in depression. The abuse of recreational drugs, including amphetamines, can increase chances of depression too. There are different ways to treat depression, depending on the severity of the disorder and other circumstances. First off, there are several antidepressant medications that act upon different neurotransmitters in the body. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, or SSRI, is an example of a drug that increases the amount of serotonin in the brain, which is a neurotransmitter associated with happiness. Although there are many drugs that can be obtained to eliminate depressive symptoms, it is not a long-term solution. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and interpersonal psychotherapy are the two main types of therapies used to treat depression. They help individuals focus on the present and encourage the regaining of control over mood and functioning. However, the best solution is to have support from loved ones to help alleviate feelings of depression. For example, having a sit-down talk with family members to discuss practical solutions to ongoing problems can reduce symptoms of depression. There are many facilities here at the McMaster campus to help students deal with depression. One of them includes the McMaster Wellness Center, where students are able to talk to counselors, receive advice, and join therapeutic groups with individuals experiencing similar problems. Additionally, the peer support line at McMaster allows any student to call and talk to volunteers about what they are feeling. Unfortunately, in this time and age, there is still stigmatization associated with depression. However, both education and spreading awareness are key to ending the stigma that occurs in society. This negative stereotype of disgrace or discredit towards individuals experiencing mental illness sets them apart from others. Not only does it hurt the feelings of individuals experiencing depression, but it also causes them to feel like they are not good enough. This must stop. The results of a study done by Stangler, Wensky, and colleagues displays that 45% of people surveyed reported concrete instances of stigmatization after receiving treatment for depression. However, through treatment, education, and understanding, we can suppress the effects of major depressive disorder. Our goal is to put an end to stigmatization and to create a comfortable environment for everyone by coming together and understanding depression is common and perfectly acceptable in our society. For more information, please visit wellness.mcmaster.ca.
All right. So that's just a little bit of information on depression. I need everybody to understand that depression is normal, even if people don't speak about it. At some point in a lot of people's lives, they deal with depression for many different reasons. Something that I like to do when I'm not feeling too happy is if I'm thinking about something that's a task for me, like, oh gosh, I have to clean my house and I don't want to do it and I start getting irritable about it, then I start thinking like, I have a house to clean. So I start thinking about things that I'm grateful for in relation to what it is I'm upset about. Also, if you're thinking about something that really upsets you and you don't want to do that, you can also think about different ways that you can kind of fix it. One of my favorite sayings is there's no such thing as a problem without a solution. So for every problem you have, you can come up with a solution, and there are a lot of people out there that can help you with that. If there are no adults that you can talk to at your schools, they have counselors. You can talk to your counselors. You can talk to they have different support systems for depression, anxiety, things like that, because anxiety is another big thing that children deal with on a daily basis. So I just want you guys to remember that this is normal. It's okay if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling down. There are things that you can do to help yourself out. If you feel like what you're doing to help yourself isn't helping enough, then you do need to talk to an adult that you can trust, and maybe they can get you some type of help. Okay. Until next time, it's been a pleasure as always, and I will see you guys later. Bye.